Alright, so another package showed up. It says E-Trade LLC, 1043 East Powell, Gresham, Oregon. So I'm going to have like 2 more of these showing up. What I'm trying to do is figure out what kind of weird crap they do, because on eBay there's at least 7 or maybe even 10 sellers that all are selling these type of machines, and they all have an address of Gresham, Oregon. And what I think it is I think it's really just one company basically with multiple individual sellers. So this has actually got some decent weight to it. Looks like it may have been sitting for a long time. Boy. Yeah, these things are pretty dirty. Wow, there's actually like rust on them. Crazy. So these must not be new at all. They must be really old. Let me get my thing over here so that it's not in my way. Okay. But I mean, it's a nice thick frame. So yeah, there's rust on this. Yeah, it looks just like the ones in the pictures. There's a little piece hanging off the casting right here. I have a feeling this will probably run pretty good. A lot of tension on that. So these are $5.99. I mean, kind of hard to beat, but I think a lot of people probably wouldn't be happy with these because they're really filthy, dirty. Looks like at one point in time it was actually supposed to look kind of nice. Let's see what we can do here. This thing wiped down a little bit. There's like just like dust all over it, which is kind of strange because it's supposed to be in a bag, and I don't know how you're gonna get dust in a bag. So maybe they were all like floating around in a bin, and then they bagged them up years later. I bet you these things are 20 years old. That's what I think. I think these are probably old. There's like old stock that they have not been able to sell, and I think that's why they're $5 instead of like $20. Filthy. It's interesting. It's kind of got like a polished finish over there on that side. Definitely dirty. So with these, there's no telling what we're dealing with here. There really isn't. Okay. I don't know. I didn't see anything quite like this before. I mean, these are really filthy. But like I said, the pictures on eBay, they looked pretty bad. Let me get this moved over here. Me and my professional filming here. Oh God. Good. Man, it doesn't want to run either. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty big gap. There's a lot of tension in this spring on this thing. Still doesn't really want to run. I do not like these kind. $147 at 77% duty. And what I'll probably do with this one, I'll probably take it completely apart. It's starting to change. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. This got a really stiff front spring. God, I don't like these contact screws like this. See what happens is you try and turn them and $160 at 70% duty. It definitely runs fast. Right. Let's get this thing completely apart. See what we got. Because it is filthy. I haven't seen anything like this before. Yeah, this thing is so dirty. I want this whole thing apart. Every bit of it. I don't know if they were going for the retro look or what, but this thing's nasty. Okay. I'm gonna put these back on here like this. Well, I guess at least I kind of copied the contact screw. And it looks like it's pure brass. I just don't like these because I can't roll them through my finger when I'm trying to tighten things. Man, this thing is disgusting. I think it's just like dirt and stuff all over it. There's no way these were sitting in a bag all their life. Because the bag is sealed. So how would there be dirt? You know? This is what you got to do with something like this for sure, though. Because there could be corrosion in between where the springs are mounted. Now, I'm trying to be careful when I take these off. I can see that there's... I want to see what the washers are. I don't want to let the screws fall out. That way I can copy it to the T. It doesn't want to come out because the capacitor is stuck on the other side. I mean, you don't have to take it out carefully like that, but I wanted to see how they had it, you know. I wanted to make sure that I put it back pretty close to how it is. Because it ran pretty good. So this is kind of a nice frame. You just gotta clean it up. So everything's said and done. But you guys see why I wanted to take it apart. It looks like it probably looked nice at one point. Like I said, I think these are really old. Who knows, these might be from, you know, the 90s. But certainly nicer than anything I could make. The thickness of the metal was really nice. Like when I made my first machine, I wanted something kind of thick and heavy duty. It kind of looks similar. But anyway, a lot of work to make your own machines. It's way easier to buy one of these for $6. Take it apart and clean it and call it good. Well, that's about as clean as I can get it without washing it. This is something else though. Certainly looks vintage. I'm just like wondering how the hell it got that bad, but then again, I guess it was in Oregon. There's no real signs of rust on the bag, but you see like the dust and grime on the coils and stuff. It's like, the hell? Seems a little strange. So, anyway, let's get this cleaned up. What I should do is probably rub some light oil on it. No telling what kind of coils we got here. But we'll pull this off of here carefully, I think. I bet you these are aluminum. I mean, at $5, I would think it would probably have to be. So I'm going to pause the video, come back, and kind of have a definitive answer. So it's really kind of hard to see this, but they are copper. They had soldered them and tinned them. It was really kind of difficult. I had to sort of sand it. Another thing too is the wires are really stiff. So usually, if they're really stiff, they're not going to be aluminum. But when I nip the end off, it looks silver. So it's because of the way the cutters are cutting it, I guess. They're smearing the solder on it. So what we just do is we take like a little file. You see that? That's copper. But it's really kind of hard to tell. If you cut the soldered copper, if you cut it with your wire cutters, it'll smear the solder onto it and you'll look like you're cutting aluminum wire. But the reason that I know is it's just so stiff. So these are just really old. This is before they were even counterfeiting things, probably. So I oiled the frame up a little bit and then wiped it down. So we're gonna put it back together. So let's go. Here we go, go. All right. Zoom back out. Friday night coming to you. It's actually not Friday night yet. But what is it? 1:45. All right. So I got a little bit of oil on these two. I need to check something out here real quick. We can clear the ends out of here. These almost look like Allen heads, but they're not. Just some kind of weird deal here. Kind of neat looking. I don't know how good these coils are, but the shrink wrap on the outside is sort of puffy. It's not really shrunk down tightly, which is sort of strange. I don't know if it's an attempt to make them look bigger than they are. Let's get some of that out of the way. Okay. So we have here I'm also going to go ahead and probably expose this. Actually, you know what I could just do? No, I guess I can't do that either. I wanted to see what the value of that is. If it was a little bit better exposed, I could have just tested it with my meter. If I do this right, I can probably put this crap back on here. I've got more heat shrink too. We want to know what we're dealing with though, so that's why we're already this far apart, we might as well pull it. I don't really like covering these anyways. Man, that's nuts. No wonder this thing ran fast. That's a 10. I like it. Cool. So, I didn't expect that, that's for sure. 10's good. I can roll with it. All right. And then let's see here. We moved everything around. Trying to kind of get it back to how it was. I don't think it was like that. Alright, so I fiddled around with it, got most of it in there. It's got this nice finish to it. Looks like it maybe was supposed to be nice and they got damaged. I'm wondering why does it only have the finish on here and here and the rest of it's all raw. It's got the finish over here on this side, but not sure why it'd be raw over there. It's finished on this side, not over there. It's like strange. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. Anyway, let's finish getting it together. Let me get, let's see, what do we got here? Okay. So get a little bit of oil on this rag. Kind of going through and using it to clean and condition at the same time. I really do think these are really old tattoo machines from a long time ago. I think they've just been sitting in a warehouse and nobody's been buying them, or who knows. Somebody else bought a whole bunch of them that were hiding in a warehouse and now they're selling them on eBay. Hard to say. So, looks like we got everything where we want it. The wires look okay. I always try and check all that before I start tightening it. So other than a little bit of rust, I mean, for $5.99 plus tax, these screws on the bottom there, I don't know what size they are, but they're kind of seem to be not exactly. It's like a piece of dirt in there. They don't seem to be exact. We gotta get the rust off of this. Let's see. So anyway, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't order a whole bunch of them. I just, of course, I ordered 3 or 4 of them. I ordered 2 more because originally, I think this is off of here. Originally, I ordered this and a T-dial copy, and this I seen it shipped out like in a day or two. And then the other one, it still hasn't even shipped out. So then I ordered a couple more from different sellers. So, looking pretty good there. Actually, just realized that wasn't for there. My back is really hurting right now. Don't know why. This was on the back of the contact, not contact, excuse me, spring, rear saddle. There should be, though there should be a screw on the guillotine, but there's not. I'll have to deal with that later, but the spring is crooked. Let's go ahead and adjust that now while we're in there. It's actually pretty loose. I need to get a jig or make one, but I don't know. Not that important, really. I think it's still crooked, but whatever. We're gonna have to adjust it probably quite a few more times anyway. I wish they just stick to one size. Yeah. A lot of tension on that thing. Hopefully this guillotine thing works good. Alright, let's see what we got. So yeah, this has got a 10 on it. This thing runs fast. It's just so much tension, it doesn't even want to pull it down. So I'm going to have to get some of this tension off of this thing. I already knew that. I'm at 7 volts and I can't pull it down. Good Lord, it still doesn't want to pull it down. Okay, I've got it at 134, 56% duty. It probably needs a little more power. You hear that? It just sped itself up. That's because there's too much tension in the spring. Okay, 144, 59. And it hits way too hard. So, let me see here. I can already make it run slower. There's just too much tension. $130.52. That's pretty good. About 7.5 volts. I don't know. 7.3. We'll have to run it for a while to see what it sounds like. It runs a little better at 8 volts. It gets a little, it goes from like hitting soft to like hitting really hard fast. I know you guys can't see my power supply. I'm at 7 volts right here. Let's go to 6.5. So 6.5. You see, it's pretty easy to stop. It's just this spring has a lot of tension in it, so you need to run it. About 7.7. Not bad. Finished on one side and kind of raw on the other.